Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Tero Pesson, and I'm the chair of CCBG, Critical Communications Broadband Group in TCCA. And here today with me is Lionel Morand, the 3GPP CT chair. Wonderful to have you here.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Looking forward to hear from you a little bit of an update on the past 3GPP CT plenary 98. But as we are in the very end of the year, maybe you could have a bit of a look on what has happened over 2022 and then a cast of view to 23 as well. So with this, I'd like to hand over to you, Lionel. Go ahead.
Thank you. We can use this opportunity to be at the end of 22 to give you some update on what's happened for the last year and regarding the previous release. So as you know, in June we have frozen the release 17. That means that it's not possible to enhance our specification for release 17. And regarding mission critical services, what we can highlight, it's the work done on the support of mission critical services over the 5G systems that have been concluded last year in June. We have also the phase 3 of the mission critical data. As you know, for some of the services, we are instead of introducing all the feature in one release, we prefer to introduce a feature in several ones. So it's why we have the notion of phases that have been introduced for this kind of services. So for mission critical data, for instance, it's for the phase 3. We were still working on the migration and interconnection with other systems, and also the interworking with land mobile radio systems. This work will go on next year in the scope of the release 18. But let's say that we have done a lot. So if you check the database, we have a lot of contribution and change requests regarding the support of mission critical services in our specifications. We have introduced small enhancements also and correction, and I think it's important to note that now we have operational feedback of first rollouts of mission critical services based on 3GPP specifications. Which means that now we are taking into account what's happened in the operational field, and using this feedback, we can also correct our specification when required, especially regarding MCPTT or MC video, for instance. So this is what we have done last year, and we had also the opportunity to have at the end of November a webinar, so workshop with 5G verticals. And I think it was really interesting and useful. The idea was to establish a kind of dialogue between vertical and 3GPP. So I was there, and the ST chair was there too. And we had also a representative of the verticals industries, like connected industries, automation, media, security, and TCA was there with for the public safety. So it was, I would say, a success, because we had online 230 attendees. So we are not taking into account people that are watching this event on replay. And as I said, it was the opportunity to exchange and to share requirements regarding vertical services and especially mission critical services, and to see what are the current issues that we may have, and some obstacles also that we may have in the coordination and dialogue with verticals in 3GPP, and to see how it could be possible to enhance our cooperation and coordination on these aspects. So, and especially at the end of this workshop, we had a roundtable, and to see how the vertical industry could be better represented in TSG. And I think it's something really important, because we know that we have a lot of requirements to support in 3GPP, but it's also important for people involved in the verticals to understand that they need to be a part of the work done in 3GPP. So I wanted to highlight that because I think it was outside the TSGs, but I think it was something important enough to indicate during my report. Obviously, the next big news was the mega meeting in Toulouse. We had about 2,000 delegates on site. It was impressive. And it was the first working group meetings since November 2019, which means 3 years ago. So it was a very good moment for all the delegates, I would say. And having a week with all the delegates on site proves that it is very more efficient. And also we had a better coordination between the group. And regarding mission critical services, we have a work done in CT1, that is a stage 3 level working group, but we had also communication with SS6 defining the service requirements. So having everyone on site proves that it is something really important for 3GPP. And for the next year, we hope that we will have more face-to-face meetings. So far, we have planned to have at least 4 working group meetings and 2, 3, or 4 TSG meetings. So I hope that we will keep this plan, and that the overall situation will be better for everyone. Obviously, in December, the main point was to approve the new work item for release 18. So far, we are approving work item at the stage 3 level only when the stage 2 is stable enough to start the work at the CT level. So what we have approved so far is the support of mission critical services over 5 MBS. And we have also the support of these services over 5G PROSI, so proximity services. I think it would be something really useful to have it in our specification. As I said, we will go on our work on the migration and interconnection between the systems. And obviously, we will have, as usual, enhancements of the existing mission critical services like MCPTT and so on. But this is what has been approved so far, but we are also expecting some outputs of the work done on SS6. SS6 is responsible to develop the functional requirements regarding mission critical services. And we know already that we will have to work on the phase 4 for MCPTT. There is also an ongoing study regarding the gateway UE function that will be used for critical communication. The notion of also the support of an ad hoc group, and how to share administrative configuration between interconnected MC services. So this is what is planned to have in CT. For information, we have also decided to extend a little bit the timeline. So we have changed the timeline to move our completion date. So initially, we were supposed to finish our work on the release 18 in December 23. But due to some, so there is a lot of work to be done at the stage 2 level, so they will need more time. So it has been decided to shift the completion date to March 24. For us, there is no so much consequences. It's just we are just waiting for the output of the stage 2 working groups. But let's say that for mission critical services, there is no direct impact, and we can even have the work done earlier. So everything is under control here. And so for me, at the next plenary in March, it will be my last one. Because I've completed 2 terms, so you can only perform 2 terms of 2 years as a CT chair or SA chair, any TS chair, I would say. So I can use this opportunity to thank you, Tiro, for the excellent coordination that we had during these 4 years. I can testify that everything regarding critical services is now part of our work in CT, not only in CT but in 3GPP in general, but specifically in CT, where we have a dedicated stream working only on mission critical services. That is, from my point of view, something that is really beneficial for everyone, for 3GPP, because we have the key expert in these groups, and also a central point for collecting all the requirements coming from the critical services. So during these 4 years, it was good to see that we were able to, first of all, have a better communication with you guys, and also to be able to produce what was expected. So as I said, maybe not in one single release, but to be able to phase the work across several releases. So I think it was a good achievement. And so after the next plenary, you will have the chance to have a new CT chair. And I really hope that this cooperation between 3GPP and the verticals, in particular TCCA, will be fruitful, and we will go on like this. So thank you for that. I think it is time also for me to wish an happy new year for everyone. I hope that you will have the chance to have some rest during this holiday season, and I will be happy to see you again next year. Thank you, and bye-bye.
Yes, thank you very much, Lionel. Indeed, also from my side, it has been a wonderful 4 years with you as the CT chair, and I truly hope that with your follower, we will be able to have a equally good cooperation. And let me take this opportunity also to wish you best of success in your future steps, and I do hope that we will continue cooperating strongly also in the future in whatever means that may be. So thank you very much. Indeed, wonderful things have taken place, and ladies and gentlemen, when you think about this is the power of standardization. Now we are indeed in the stage where we can feed in information from real operational situations and use cases. We had the exit drug tests fairly recently, where some topics were identified, which was good because those were identified before they were on the field, and now also bring in new topics into the release 19, and subsequently then through the process, eventually they will come into the product. So please contribute into this work, and Lionel, thank you very much once more. Thank you.
Thank you very much.